Rome did not fall to emperors overnight. It fell to an idea so powerful that once it existed, it can never be undone. That idea was simple and fatal to the Republic. A Roman should be loyal to a man before he is loyal to a state. The idea did not come from Julius Caesar. It did not come from Augustus. It came from Gaius Marius. Marius was not born noble. He was not polished. He was not subtle. But he was something Rome had never truly seen before. A popular hero with an army that loved him. Before Marius, Roman armies belonged to the Republic. Soldiers were citizens first, warriors second. They fought for the land, the law, the tradition. After Marius, soldiers fought for pay, plunder, pensions, and the man who provided them. That single transformation shattered the balance of Roman power, and it created the first true cult of personality in Roman history. This is the story of how one general changed the Roman army, and in doing so, made Caesar inevitable. Gaius Marius was born in 157 BCE in the town of Arpinium. That fact alone mattered. Arpinium was not Rome. Marius was a novus homo, a new man. No ancestors in the Senate, no famous lineage, no inherited prestige. In Rome, pedigree mattered more than talent, and Marius had neither patience nor respect for that system. He rose through military service, where birth mattered less than results. He was disciplined, ruthless, and brutally practical. Soldiers respected him because he lived as they lived, suffered as they suffered, and demanded excellence without aristocratic pretenses. This mattered. Rome's ruling elite governed from marble halls. Marius governed from the mud. His first great opportunity came during the Jugunthine War in North Africa. Rome's commanders, noblemen, bungled the war through corruption and incompetence. Marius promised victory, and more importantly, he promised justice. He ran for consul on an openly anti-aristocratic platform. He attacked the Senate. He attacked corruption. He presented himself as the champion of ordinary Romans, and Rome elected him. It was the first of 7 consulships, an unprecedented violation of Roman norms. The rules were already bending. Rome faced a crisis. Invasion from Germanic tribes threatened Italy itself. Rome needed soldiers, fast. The old system no longer worked. Traditionally, only land-owning citizens could serve in the legions. The poor were excluded. Marius changed that. He opened recruitment to the landless poor. This decision saved Rome in the short term and doomed it long term. Marius promised pay, equipment, glory, and most importantly, retirement land. But the state did not provide that land. The general did. For the first time, Roman soldiers owed their future not to the Senate, but to a man. Loyalty shifted. The legions became professional, efficient, deadly. They also became personal armies. Marius trained them relentlessly. He standardized equipment. He made them unstoppable. They adored him. He was not just a commander. He was their provider, their protector, their symbol. This was the birth of Rome's cult of personality. Success breeds expectations. Rome kept electing Marius, 5 consulships in a row. This had never happened. The law did not matter anymore, only necessity. Marius was seen as indispensable. Rome needed him, and Marius knew it. But power changed him. He became paranoid, bitter, violent. He no longer trusted the Senate. He ruled through intimidation, mob politics, and brute force. Rome learned another lesson. A popular general could override the Republic by claiming to protect it. Sound familiar? When rivals emerged, most notably Licinius Cornelius Sulla, the system had no way to resolve the conflict peacefully. 2 generals, 2 armies, 1 state. Civil war was no longer unthinkable. It was inevitable. The rivalry between Marius and Sulla was personal, but its consequences were structural. When Sulla marched on Rome, he was doing something unprecedented. But he was only possible because Marius had already destroyed the old rules. Marius responded with equal brutality. When he returned to power, his supporters massacred political enemies openly. Heads were displayed, lists were made. Rome had crossed a line. Politics was no longer debate. It was extermination. And watching all of this, learning from all of it, was a young man named Julius Caesar. Marius was his uncle by marriage. Caesar grew up watching how power truly worked. Not law, not tradition, but loyalty, spectacle, and fear. Julius Caesar did not invent the cult of personality. He perfected it. Everything Caesar did, public generosity, soldiers' loyalty, populist rhetoric, came directly from the Marian model. Caesar paid his troops. Caesar promised land. Caesar ignored Senate authority. Caesar was beloved by his legions. And when Caesar crossed the Rubicon, he was not inventing tyranny. He was following precedent. The Republic had already taught him how. That lesson came from Gaius Marius. Gaius Marius saved Rome, and in doing so, he destroyed it. He created the professional army that conquered the ancient world. He also created soldiers who followed men instead of laws. That transformation made emperors inevitable. Sulla used it. Caesar mastered it. Augustus institutionalized it. Empire did not begin with a crown. It began when loyalty shifted from the Republic to a personality. And that personality was Marius.